Michelle, are you still connected to Chime or something else?
Yes.
Please disconnect from it.
Okay.
We are getting echo.
Okay, now it's disconnected.
Anybody else connected to Chime? Please disconnect. We should not get echo. Jyotsna, can you share your screen? Yeah. Have you installed MySQL? Any of you? If not, let us install it. We can do it because this is Windows. We can do it using Choco. Okay. So MySQL is a database server. And the command is MySQL Choco install MySQL.
Again, yes, Yagnya.
Yeah, continue. For Mac, it is brew install MySQL. Try it. Let me confirm that.
Yagna? No,
Yeah.
it's not in. We should be normally connecting to the database of the application, right? To validate the data that is existing in the database of the application.
Do you have a database?
No, but normally the automation people should be connected to the database of the application after we enter into the some data in the application and see if that is there in the database, right? To validate the data.
If you don't have the page, then we'll validate like that. But that is not the complete validation. And I think we don't have database details for our application, right? That's
Yes,
why we are
yes, yes.
installing our own database, just to understand
Okay.
SQL.
Okay.
I think there is some problem in the installation. Jyotsna. Let it continue. Close it and continue. Let's see. Otherwise, we'll install in other ways. Yeah, it's not able to install.
Yagna, for me didn't work too. With Choco it didn't work. So I
Okay.
install
standalone driver, database driver as a driver.
Now we need the database server, right? What can we do with the driver?
Standalone server, yeah.
Server, yeah. Let me community version.
Yes.
Jyotsna, let me send you the link.
Igna, in our boot camp, the way you train us for the Jira on Scrum and writing the user stories, do you think that can be considered as training for the Scrum Master? No, right?
No. Scrum Master is a separate thing. It's a complete certification, right? You're asking about.
Yeah. So for us, so you're making us learn like how to use the Jira as a tool in creating the user stories and all those things, right?
Yeah, your Scrum Master is like a manager. You are not managers when you are trained, right? You are only regular employees. Scrum Master is a different thing actually.
So you're using Jira.
You are a regular employee. How you are using Jira?
Okay. So one is regular employee for the and sharing it with the team, right? Collaborating.
Yeah, I'll take these questions later, Sony. I think we are just digressing.
Okay.
Continue on the download.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, first one. You can take the first one.
Oh.
No thanks. Yeah. These all because of Oracle buying these tools.
I should save it first.
Save. Aditi, is your Brew install done?
Aditi is not okay.
Aditi is on the call. You can share the screen, Aditi. We'll see how to connect to it.
Yes, Yagna. I will share my screen.
Sure, Aditi. You have to just click on that show. Are you able to see that button, Aditi?
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah, now I can see.
So it is asking me to connect run MySQL
Correct.
-use root.
Yeah. You can even say MySQL -h localhost space -u root, because you are connecting from the same
what is the command, Raghav?
You can even say -h
Yeah.
localhost. I just muted Bindu. -h localhost space -u root.
Yeah.
Let me type it. So by default, it doesn't have any root password. Okay, that is what it is telling. I think it is not yet started. Just run this command: brew services start MySQL. You can see the command above. Brew services start on your command prompt itself. You pasted it twice.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can try the same command: MySQL -h. Okay. That doesn't have password.
Everything.
Okay. Just say show databases.
Password?
Semicolon.
Semicolon enter.
Raghav?
Semicolon enter.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, fine. Try to run this command. I'll just send it to you in the Skype. In that new password, you can give any password, but remember that password. Or else run the same command so that if you forget, everybody knows your password. Somebody can help you. Okay. Now just say Control D, Control plus D, or exit. Anything is okay. Press exit. Exit.
Okay.
You're not able to type.
Exit. Okay. What?
I think instead of Control D, you press something else. That way, you press Control S. It got split.
Oh.
Exit. Exit. Not exist. Exit. Semicolon enter. Exit. Exit. Come out of that. Close this terminal. It got split so many times. Open a fresh terminal. Again say MySQL -h localhost -u root. At the end give -p also. It won't come because we closed the previous terminal.
Yeah.
But at the end you have to give -p also now. Like this. and give that password now. Capital M,
That
my new pass. M is capital, N is capital, P is capital. Yeah, copy paste it. Okay. Because without password, it is not good to use a database. Number one. Also, it is not easy to use in the programmer. Same thing.
okay.
Now, next thing is we have to change.
Mhm.
People who are having Windows, Josna, are you able to connect to that?
I didn't try to install it again. Should I try to install it again?
Yeah, yeah. I have given the link, right?
Oh, okay. Yes, I did download that MySQL and I did extract all those files.
Okay. Can I share your screen?
Okay.
Then Yagna, can I start writing queries here?
Yeah, you can write queries. You can create database. Let me
Okay.
send one file which has all those examples. If you want to try, meanwhile you can try it. Let me just send it to you.
Oh, okay.
Just give me a second. I'm sending it on the Skype.
Yeah. Thanks, Yagna.
Yeah. Just give me a second, Jyotsna. I'm making this. Yeah. Yeah, I can see your screen. Not this, right? It's not chocolate. I'm asking you to download and install the link I have sent. Yeah. I have sent you another link, right? Okay. Extracted it. First one, I think. Okay. Go into this. You have been directly downloaded like this. Set this. I think there is some problem. Just give me a second. Why it is not giving installer? I think we have to download a different one because you need installer. Just go to this link.
Okay.
Down you can see 64-bit, sorry, 32-bit installer.
This one.
You can download the second one.
Second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today we will see how to work with this database. Probably
Okay.
once we go through all the queries, Then I'll show how to connect, what is meant by JDBC, which is Java Database Connector, and then we'll write a program.
Okay.
Some commands like the data frame manager file. It is also there. This is right to the table.
Please add this dependency into your POM. That will be useful for later. That will get the another jar file. Add that to your POM file, the dependency, and you can say MVN Eclipse or idea based on whatever you have, and refresh your project.
Says not found.
Yeah, because you have to refresh this pom.xml. It is downloading. See, it is downloading.
Okay.
Yeah, now the dependency got generated.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, now in the resources, I think you should see, not in the resources. No, not in the resources. Come down, you will see jar files, right? Yeah, here you will be see the jar files as MySQL connector. Yeah, that one after log4j you can see that. That is the jar file which is required for us to connect. But that is programmatically, but before that we can try first on the server.
Okay. This one in run.
Yeah, you can run the installer. Yeah, Supra. This video is being recorded. I'll share it on the. I'll share a link. You can download this video. I may not be able to put on YouTube, but you can download this video directly. So MySQL is one of the databases. You have different databases like Oracle, MS SQL and all. But MySQL is the popular database. But once you install, almost everything is same.
This is okay, Agni?
Yeah, accept it.
Which one?
Installs, products, development. Just say full. You have space, right? Let it be full. Next. Yeah, that's okay. Next. Saying okay, workbench. I think. Okay. Want to con- Yeah, yes. Say yes. You cannot do anything. Execute. Only we need server and shell.
Oh, server failed. The show details. Click on the show details down. Scroll to the top. Okay. Requires Visual Studio. Cancel this. Cancel it.
Yeah, cancel. I think previously also it might be failing for Visual Studio. Yes. Again, double click the installer. Cancel that. Cancel. Yes. Now start it. Why it is saying install?
Which one?
It's not getting a all.
You can select maybe.
Utilities. Try the utility. But we not all. I think just close this. Go to your all programs. I think somewhere it has registered that we have already installed. Now go to all programs. We'll first uninstall it. Please.
This is only my all programs. Okay.
I'm saying like uninstall a program. You have a place where you can uninstall. Click on uninstall a program. Yeah. Or else see here somewhere you can see MySQL. Yeah, MySQL notifier is there. Let it come. Right click and uninstall it. But it's today's date only. Right?
Should I install it?
Yeah, uninstall it. Now try to install one more time. People who have already installed it, please try those commands. Creation of database. Okay. If you have any questions, I can help you. First one, add servers, connectors.
I should move.
Yeah, connectors also. Yeah, click on connectors. MySQL JDBC. Connector J. Why it is saying only J? Okay. Next. I have never used this installer, so I
Execute.
execute. Again, it failed. What is that Visual Studio it is asking for?
It's asking to install some redistributable.
Yeah, that's an error actually. 2016. See, I can see the same error on this forum, but there is no solution. That's why I'm seeing like. Actually, Visual Studio is already installed on your machine. See in the control panel. I mean, wherever you are seeing.
Visual Studio.
See, you have Visual Studio 2015, which is on top of that you have 2013 also, right?
Oh, I don't see it anywhere.
You can see Microsoft Visual Studio. Visual C++ is there,
Visual Studio is there here.
but it's 2010.
Yes.
Let us install. I think Visual C++ is there, right? That is the only thing which I'm getting.
Yes.
There is nothing like Visual Studio 2013. Visual C++ 2013 itself is called as Visual Studio actually.
Oh, okay.
And that is there and it is not able to detect. So it's the same problem what we are facing. let us continue with Aditi. Okay, we'll install on your machine later. Okay.
Okay.
Aditi, can you share your screen? I think you are able to install MySQL, right? Aditi?
Yes, Yagna. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll share it.
Sure.
Can you see Anil?
Yeah.
So I created a database name called FITS.
Yeah.
Now I'm creating a table called
I'll tell you the table. Let us create like that. Okay. Just remove that. Create table students. After you have created the database with what name? Fits. Okay.
Yes.
So you have to first go into the database. Just remove this command and say use fits.
Okay.
Use fits. Semicolon enter. Create table students inside parenthesis. ID space int, comma name space varchar 20. Varchar is like a string in our Java. Okay, but it asks us how many characters we are going to use. So we are saying 20. Close the bracket one more time. Parenthesis, semicolon enter. Now you can say show tables.
One row.
Yeah, you can say select star from students. There is no data we have entered, so it will show empty row. Okay, then you can say describe DESC, or you can write full also. Describe whatever it will. Students. It will show the schema of the table, which are the column names and column types. Okay. Now we will insert some data. Insert into students, values, inside parenthesis, 1 comma, in single quote some name. Use single quotes. You can insert one more row. Now you can say select star from students. These rows will be there. If you want to get details of a particular student, you can say select star from students where ID equal to 1. That's a where class. You can also use like select particular columns, like select name from students where ID equal to 1. If you are using name, use single quotes. You can say select only name comma or name from students. Select instead of select star, you use select name from. You can specify your particular columns also instead of star. Okay. So those are the commands which we can use. Now go to your Eclipse. Did you add that into pom.xml? Yeah, please add the dependency.
At the end?
Yeah. Anywhere you can add it after the dependency. I think you didn't copy it. Use Command C. Yeah, save it. And now go to your, on the terminal, go to your project and say MVN Eclipse. Just a CD space and paste it. Now you say MVN Eclipse. Eclipse : small letters. It will download this extra jar file.
Yeah.
Did it download anything? Refresh that. We'll see. Scroll down and see. Yeah, it is there.
Which one was it?
Last one, MySQL connector.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Create one class now.
Yeah.
And write main method. Inside that, copy paste the code I have sent. I'll explain that code, what it is. Just say Command Shift O. First one. Just a second. Is it not allowing directly? Driver manager.
It is saying add cast. It is saying add cast to connection.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Just a second. Might be version is different. I think in that connection, it should be java dot not com dot mysql dot jdbc import statements is wrong actually.
So this one,
In import statements,
this is that one.
import statements should be these two. Yeah. Even the statement should be java.sql dot. Statement is also wrong. Show me the error. Aditi. Aditi, can you show me the error? Hello. Aditi, can you show me the error?
Yeah.
Statement also show.
Yes.
It should be last one, java.sql, not JDBC. Remove that again. Line number 4. It is showing the last option. Select the last option. Import statement java.sql. Yeah. Correct. Now remove the catch block. I think when you're copying, I have not given the try. Remove the catch and add throws exception. That curly brace also in line number 20. Extra curly brace is there. Now add in line number 9 throws exception. Capital E exception. Now we have to change few things. In line number 13, it says it is going to connect to your local machine. That is correct, where your database is running. And it is going to connect to the database name called DB name. It's not correct, right? Your database name is something else. Change the date, not the username. Database name. First change the database name. See, in line number 13, I'm repeating, in line number 13, after localhost, you have port name, after that DB name. Change the DB name. Yeah, correct. And then username, password also. Username is root for you. And password is that. Now that will connect to the database. In line number 16, that will connect to your table or execute that query. Select star from table. Instead of select star from table, say the table name students. And now in line number 18, first one you have an int, first column. Second is string, but you don't have the third column, right? So remove the third column at the end. Yeah, correct. Now execute it. There is one, yeah, execute it. Is that what you have in your database?
Yes. Yes, Radha. 2 rows.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Radha.
Yeah. So remove line number 4 and line number 14. Those are like not required. Line number 4, line number 10, and line number 14. Just say Control A, Control Shift F. It will, sorry, Command A, Command Shift F. Yeah. Okay. So what it is doing is, first it is connecting to the database which is given as a connection string. JDBC colon MySQL in line number 11. JDBC colon MySQL, not that, in line number 11. Yeah. JDBC colon MySQL colon slash slash localhost colon 3306 slash bits. That is called as connection string. In connection string, you have multiple parts. First part is called as the kind of driver we are going to use. So here JDBC stands for driver, means which connects our program to the database. Okay, and we are going to use JDBC because we are using Java. If you are using Microsoft tools, we use ODBC. Okay, so in Java we call it as JDBC. JDBC stands for Java Database. DB is database, C for connector. I'm repeating, JDBC stands for Java Database Connector. And then MySQL is the database, kind of database we are using. We are using MySQL, right? So I'm using MySQL. If it is Oracle, you have to use Oracle. Then the connector in the pom.xml also, you have to use the respective connector. Then colon slash slash, you will give the host name on which your database is running. Colon the port name, the port number on which the database is running. 33006 is the default port for MySQL. You can get it even on the network, on your Google search. Okay. Slash your database name, which your database name is fits. That's what you have defined, and your username, password after that. So that will give you a connection object which you are putting into con. Okay. Once you have a connection object is like when you are connecting from command prompt also, first you will connect and then execute the statements, right? So that is like that. You are connected to that now. Once you have connected, you can execute a statement by first creating a statement. In line number 12, you can see on connection object, you have a method called create statement. When you call that, it will give you a statement object. On that statement object, which you are storing it as STMT, you have another method called execute query. You can call that method and you can pass the actual query. Okay, and your execute query, the return type is result set. You get that result set object, and on that result set object, you can, if you have multiple rows, you can use while, or if you have only one row, you can directly call rs.getInt and all. Okay, and finally you have to close your connection. It's like your web driver. Once our work is done, we will close our web driver or quit our web driver, right? So that the browser gets closed. Here database connection gets closed. Okay. This is called as JDBC code or Java Database Connector code, whatever we are writing. It's for connecting to the database and getting some results.
Yagna,
Yes.
how different is it when we have a VMware where I have my SQL in there? How different it is?
If you are
or is
able
it
to
very
access, that database from your command line, okay, on your command line you will be saying -h and the host name of that VMware. or -h, and you give the IP address of that host, of that VMware. Okay, you don't give localhost, right? Then in
Okay.
line number 11, instead of localhost, you give the actual IP address or the host name.
Okay.
Okay,
The
that's
IP
it.
address and colon 3306.
Yeah, 3306 is the default port. If, for example, somebody is running MySQL on a different port, you have to change the port. But I mean, generally nobody will change it because it's
Okay.
a standard port. But we can run MySQL on different ports also.
Okay.
So first thing before running this code, you have to try to connect to the MySQL from your machine with the same parameters.
Mhm.
And if it works, then only you should run the code. Otherwise, it's difficult to debug from this code, right? You don't know whether the problem is with the code or whether the problem is with the connector, right?
Yeah.
So first try to connect it from your command line. If it is running, then you can come here. If it is not running, then the only problem might be your connector. Your jar might be outdated or something. So you can change the versions of your jar and try.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm just printing in line number 15. Instead of printing it, if you are using it for data driven, you can put this information onto two-dimensional object array, and then you can send it back as a data provider, correct? But I'm repeating, I mean, it's not a recommended way to use this for data provider.
So where will we use this?
We actually connect to the database to validate some data of an application. For example, you have a registration page. Okay, once you register, during the registration, they will ask a lot of details like your city name and all. But those information, if it is not displayed anywhere in the application, then how do you validate it?
Okay.
It will be saved in the database.
Yeah, so you have to connect to the database and test it. Okay, but if it is shown on any page, make sure that you only validate from the page. Okay, don't validate from the database, because the logic there is, if it is shown on the page, then if you are testing on the database, then you have to test on the database as well as again you have to test on the page, right? So instead of that, if you validate directly on the pages, it's the best thing. But some information sometimes will not be available on any of the page. Example, sometimes while you are registering, actually they'll ask for your hobbies also, but they don't show that anywhere on your profile anywhere. Okay, so you can see that. Or somebody might be testing some kind of questionnaires during your job. So most of the times, the answers of the questionnaires will be saved into the database. They won't show on another page. Okay. So during that also, you have to connect to the database and validate.
Agna, normally if the data is shown on the page means database is getting updated properly, right? That we
Yeah.
don't need to access the
Yeah.
database.
Correct.
So if there is any discrepancy between the page and the database, and then the application anyway, it would show it as a bug.
Correct.
Right.
We'll open it as a bug and let the developers understand why they are getting
Yeah.
it. Because
Okay.
if we try to jump into that, I mean, I say that's a good thing, but the problem is then you are crossing your line and then you may get a lot of responsibilities unnecessarily.
Okay.
And that will, I mean, that is a good thing to learn, but that may create sometimes some problems. Now, every time data developers will start talking to you in database terms, right? They'll say, did you verify on this table? Is it coming on this table and all? Now you have to learn a lot of things, and you may not have sufficient time, especially in agile, right?
Yeah. So backend testing consists of accessing the database and checking some of the information that is application is storing, right?
Correct.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and the other thing is, they are always feel free. I mean, developers feel free to change these database schema and all. Schema, when I say schema, the column names, column types and all.
Yeah, I
So
understand, yes.
yeah, if you are actually verifying at a database level, then you have to keep on changing your code
Script
also.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to understand along with them what are the changes and change it, which may not be easy for us with the timelines we have. Okay. So we'll get
Egna.
problems.
Yeah. Yeah, Egna, me and I and Mishal has a question.
Yes.
Mishal, talk to him. See, when we are using the
Should
data
I
that we
make Michelle as presenter?
Jishal, tell.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
You
Please
hear
share
me?
your screen.
Yes, tell, ask that question.
When I'm trying to run the code to take in data from SQL database, for some
MySQL.
reason, taking only the last line.
Last row of the table. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have made you as presenter. Please share your screen. Let us see what is the issue.
Open, show the problem, Mishal.
Yeah. I can see your screen, Michelle.
Okay. This is the code. I had here different dependency before. And I think reason why it didn't work was because I gave name but the same name, so it's taking only the last value and run 2 times.
Actually, you are hard coding 0001, right?
This?
So where are you reading the? Sorry, show me that database code. Scroll up.
You mean here in?
You are saying like
data?
you have two rows here. Okay. Show me where it is printing only once.
It's not.
It's printing 2 times,
Okay.
but it's taking only the last one for my test.
Then wherever you are assigning, you are not assigning correct actually. And from line number 76.
I think this is the problem.
Yeah. Can you just maximize your code? Just double click on that. I just want to see the.
First, I'll comment this one.
No, can you just double click on your code on the top so that I can see the entire code once?
Make the window big. I think that's
Yeah,
what
make the window, the tab.
Maximize the window size.
Yeah. Just scroll up now. Okay, fine. Okay. See, just take a counter. See, the problem what is happening is take a counter on top of your while.
Here.
Yeah, in line number 66, anywhere before line number 66. Int counter equal to 0. Now, wherever you are using 0 in 76, 77, 78, use counter. First one.
This?
Row index, Mishali. She was saying about row index. Instead of 0, put counter, he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Because every time you are putting it into the 0th element.
Should I put count?
No.
No,
Row, only the row index.
Only row. Because you are not increasing the row count actually
Down.
anywhere.
Yeah.
You are only getting one row.
Yeah. Counter increment.
Counter, and after that, in line number 79, just say counter plus plus.
Yeah, increment the counter. That's it.
Plus semicolon. Okay. Now just scroll up instead of running, or else you can run also. That will work now.
Yeah, this
First
should
of
work.
all,
This should work.
here in object, I have 2 lines. Here is only 1 and 3 columns.
Yeah, this is also wrong, right? It should have.
Two.
So don't define your object there. Okay. And right now you know. Okay, run it. It will work. I'll tell you one more problem.
Thanks, Yagna.
No problem. But that will give you a problem actually. 42. I'll tell you one more.
Yeah, because he's statically fixing the index values of the row and column.
Correct.
Yeah, we will make it null and keep on incrementing depending upon the counter values.
No, you cannot
Right?
do it because you cannot change the size of an array. Okay. So what you have to do is,
No, you're giving the
Sorry.
fixed value.
yeah, you cannot increase once you have defined the array. So I'm just sending one code. See that you have to that has changed it into some symbol. That star is actually inside bracket star. Okay, that's not the Christmas star.
Oh, asterisk, right?
Yeah. Go
But
to
why-
the end and copy paste that as a
Yagna, why
different
is it showing as a yellow star instead of an asterisk?
Skype.
Okay.
So what is this code?
Make this as a different method. This is a different method. Paste it as a different method.
Mhm.
Selected count times. Oh, he's changing the statement.
Just take connection and all previous things.
First, Yagna, should I take first?
Just add connection before connect. In line number 95, add connection.
Just to type add connection?
Yeah, connection, capital C connection. Not in a separate line actually. Before connect, you should define that connection. Connect is of type connection object.
NNECTI.
Should be.
NN.
Double N, yeah. And then statement also, result set also. Result set also.
Also, should I put statement?
Yeah, result set also. So what this is getting is, this will first get number of rows in your table, which we can use as the size of the array. Result set capital R result set. Define it. Now in after line number 104, just close the connection.
After that bracket, yes.
And this is not the optimized code. I'm just giving this for your understanding.
The logic.
Yeah. Connection dot. Here we are using it as connect. Connect dot close. Okay. Now change in line number 95. Change your connection string.
Here, should I put
Your database
Table.
name. Database name. And username, password. Instead
So
of
probably it's correct.
what is your
I
password?
don't have password.
Okay, then it's correct. In line number 100, change the table name. In line number 100, change the table name.
100. Okay. Here.
Instead of tested up, no, line number 100, Michelle. That's what he was
100, 100.
100. Go down, go down. You're 96. Go down, Michelle. Yeah. Select count from test. Instead of test, you put your database name.
It should be count inside parenthesis asterisk. Count star,
Yeah.
which is like, no, count is
Yeah.
outside only. Count parenthesis star. Yeah, that was changed as that yellow star.
Okay.
Instead of test, give the, your table name is test only?
Yes, that's
Okay, fine. Now go to the data provider method and call this.
what's wrong here.
It's
Return
returning
void.
type.
okay. I think there is some in line number 103. Just say, because you are writing something after return statement, that's the problem. Just say somewhere outside before the class for name, just say int I equal to 0.
Here.
Before line number, I think I'm not audible to you. Line number 93.
Integer count.
Int I equal to 0. And in line number 104, say I equal to instead of return. No, why did you change that? Sorry. Am I not audible to you by any chance?
No, not really, because it's from Sony.
Okay. Remove line number 104.
Okay.
Remove line number 104. Yeah, instead of return, put I equal to. No, don't change everything. Only return, instead of return, change I equal to. Yeah. And after line 107, say return I. Yeah. Semicolon. Now scroll down. I think somewhere you might have missed closing braces. See if you have any other errors anywhere. I think you have pasted this method outside the class. See that? Where are the see your curly braces properly? No, you have pasted now inside another method. That is wrong. You have pasted method inside method. Yeah. Close one curly brace. Now what is the error? You see, we are fighting with curly braces. Huh? Just say add return statement. Oh, it's in try block. That's why it is giving that error. After line number 112, write this. After line number 112, return I. Line number 112, not 103. I think it's better to type. Hello, Sony.
Now,
Yeah, it's after line number 112.
yes, yes, I do. I know, understand. Yeah, yeah. 112, Michelle. Let me come and help you.
I don't need help. Thank you.
112. Have you understand?
Michelle,
It's the return value
please
of the
take
method.
help. I'm just shouting here.
I just stood up and she's saying she doesn't need help.
So what's wrong now?
What's wrong now? Sony, please help. It's after, actually return statement should be outside catch.
After catch.
After catch.
After try and catch, just before the end of the
yeah.
before the end of this one. Let me show.
Remove that 101 statement.
Sometimes it doesn't go like this. This one is for the
Now after catch block, not after try block, after catch block.
okay, 1 minute.
And remove line number 101. Okay. And replay line number 95 statement, move it to before try block.
Okay.
That will solve all the problems. And then scroll up.
1 minute now.
So instead of wherever you have hard coded as 2 rows, there you just call num.
Hard coded what?
Scroll up, still scroll up. You are defining the array.
Here, yes.
Yeah.
So instead of a row and column, what should we put? Counter and I?
After line number 41, just call int j equal to or int I equal to.
Can you repeat it again, Yagna?
After line number 41, write a new line.
Okay.
And say int j equal to num. You are just calling that j equal to num. You are calling that method. Yeah, call that method, semicolon, and use that j. What is that error? It might be unhandled exception.
For column it's j and for row it's I?
No. Columns is same. Columns we know 3 columns only because we know the table structure.
Okay, understand. Got it.
Row is j. I think you have to add exception, add throws. Something is there.
Thanks.
Okay.
So now will work?
Now try to run it. It won't change anything, but even if you add more rows, it will work now.
Yeah.
No, it don't.
Just show the error.
Now it's taking only one time.
No, show the error. X out of bound exception. Print j.
print J.
J. Let us see what
So I'll
is.
print it now. Before return statement, I'm printing. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Anywhere you print it. No. Instead of I, print J. We'll see whether it is coming properly or not. Yeah. Instead of in this method, I'm saying like, instead of in this method, print in the other method. We'll see whether it is coming till there or not. When you are calling this num method, let us see whether you are getting.
Here I will try to print.
Because I'm thinking J is coming as 0. I'm thinking J is coming as 0. And not there. Just whenever you call num, right, immediately you have to print it because it is not going till that place.
Okay, Ekta. I'll print as soon as the num is called.
Yeah, correct. It is failing before line number 76 itself.
Okay, yeah. I'll call here. I'll print it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, what did it print? It might have printed 0.
Yes, Ekta. I printed 0.
0. So it is not coming. Just scroll down to that method. To the num method.
No, on the bottom.
No, to the num method. Yeah.
This one is the num method.
Okay. Try the same thing. Select count star from test. It should not give from your command line.
Okay.
And also remove the space in the password.
Okay.
Down.
So only showing 1.
Go to the command prompt. Go to your code.
Yes. Showing 2 rows.
In line number 102, remove that space in that password.
You see here.
Line number 102.
Yeah.
After password, there is space actually. I think is it taking password as space?
So you want me to run the execute the script?
Yeah, try one more time.
Okay.
See one more time.
Again, it's 0 right now.
Still it's 0.
I'm not taking the second row. There is some problem in the num method itself.
Yeah, but the URL.
What if I will use like this?
Huh? Sorry?
What if I will put localhost here?
It's running on your local host itself, right? Is your DB not running on your local host?
Yeah, it is running on her local host.
It's writing this is deprecated.
That's not a problem actually. That is not the problem. That error even you will get, that's a warning.
Yes, I understand.
That's not a problem. That get connection, let us change it like this. Is it not connecting or what? Without establishing a system. So just remove that question mark at the end after MySQL. Line number 101. And say comma root outside after double quotes, comma double quotes root. Double quotes root. Again comma double quotes password. Your empty password, right? Yeah. Close that curly curl, yeah. Semicolon. Remove the other thing. Semicolon. The same error.
Yes.
Now try to change this query as a select ID from test. Instead of select count star, select ID from test.
I don't have ID in my test.
What column you have? Whatever the column, put the column. Put the column name, yeah. And in line number 110, don't run it. It won't run. It will fail actually.
110?
Yeah, 110. Comment that I equal to.
No, 110, 110. Here, this one, this statement.
Comment that and say system.out.println.
Capital S. Capital S.
Result set dot.
What to print? I?
Result set dot get string. Remove the dot first. I think that first dot is not good.
Get string
Of
so
we have to tell what is the column number, right?
yeah. So column number here is we're giving the integer value for the column number.
1. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Run this. This should at least now show us, because I'm just seeing whether we are able to connect to the database or.
It's ignoring it now.
No. Now show me whether it has printed Windows. It didn't print. Actually, it is not going into the result set itself somehow.
Yeah.
So line number 111 itself is not printing.
See, executed.
Do one thing. In after line number 117, just say e.print stack trace. Inside catch block, print e.print stack trace.
No, you do not want anybody to touch your system.
See if it has printed any stack trace.
No.
No, it is printing. See that. You have an error in SQL. See that above. The error is, the problem is we have used a wrong kind of exception handling. Check the manual. See, there is an error actually.
So logically, the code is correct. You are incrementing the row values, and that means you're forcing it to go to traverse each row, right, Igna?
Yeah, but it is saying, see, what is the error? It is saying you have an error in SQL syntax. Show me that.
Yeah.
Complete, scroll to the right because I just want to read it. Driver class is generally unnecessary. Unnecessary. The same thing was running previously, but now it is not. Just paste that onto my Skype. Let me see that error.
Paste the complete this one.
Yeah, paste everything, but put it onto my Skype, personal Skype.
You mean exception?
Yeah, all the
things. Control C, Control C. Put it on Skype, on Control.
Because I am not able to read it completely. Meanwhile, do one thing. Go to your code. Try to run select star from your other method. You have other method in data provider also. You are connecting to the database, right?
What Igna?
Yeah.
Select start from
Test.
Yeah. In line number 67, you can run. Yeah. Select count star. You can use count star from test. Now change the query in line number 56 to select count star.
Yeah, count star. Count and then star. Count star in the brackets, yes.
Okay. And print the result. You cannot run like that. You cannot run like that because you are trying to access a string after that, right? See, first of all, you have to comment. See, you cannot run your code like that. You are getting count star and you are trying to access strings. Okay. Hello?
Yes, Igna?
You are saying count star, but you are accessing the strings later.
Yeah.
It won't work like that, right? I mean, when I say try it, okay, you cannot try like that.
Yes. But all some of the values of the columns are strings only, Igna. So count is only for.
When you say select count star, it will only give one number, right? It won't give all these things. You have to comment out all these things and just say system.out.println rs.getInt, whatever we are trying previously, right? You have commented out line number 67 also. It has a curly brace.
67?
Yeah, you have 77.
Yeah. 70. Go down.
77, sorry, 87 it might be. 87.
Go down.
Curly brace also you have commented out. 87.
Uncomment?
Yeah. And right inside that while loop, system.out.println. Are you moving it slowly or am I getting slowly?
What to print?
Result set dot rs dot getInt.
Result set dot rs.
Rs dot getInt.
rs dot getInt.
Sorry, 1. And above also you comment out where you are declaring the array and calling the next method. You don't need it.
You mean here?
I am seeing. Okay. Yeah. 42, 43. Now you run it.
I have errors.
Where? See the errors. Go to the line. On the right hand side, you can see, you can click on that red one, it will scroll down, right? Yeah. No. Just comment, uncomment it. It will keep on getting the errors. Uncomment it. Go on to the top. Declare the array with a hard-coded number. Otherwise, it won't accept. Yeah. Instead of J, put 2. Okay.
1.
Yeah, anything is okay. We are not going to use it.
Two.
Yeah,
Now
this is working. Do one thing, copy paste the same method down. Copy paste the same method.
Which method?
The same give platforms and browsers. Some connection string we have made mistake.
View platforms.
Sony, I think you have to mute and make Michelle start the speaker of Michelle. This is like.
What, Alex? What, Ekna?
Just mute everything.
Yeah, I will mute.
Not mic, yeah. Michelle, can you hear me now? Michelle, unmute yourself.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. I'm asking Sony to reduce the volume on speaker also. Okay. Yeah. Now go to your code, Michelle. Now I think. Okay. Copy paste this from line number 101. Not 101. Where is this? Sorry. Go back to the code which is working.
I don't know what works now.
Yeah, it is working. On the top code, it is working. Copy this method one more time. This get platforms method is there, right? Your data provider method, copy paste that one more time. Data provider method, not the test method.
No.
Michelle, I'm saying like data provider method. Hello?
I'm here. Like this?
Your get platforms and browsers method. Yeah, your screen is slow actually. Copy that
Problem.
and paste it again.
Where?
Where after line number 55, 95.
After 95.
Again.
Paste it and call that as num. Remove the existing num code.
Disconnect that.
You can delete also, no problem. Now scroll up. Scroll up.
I have two names. Probably I need to give.
Yeah,
more
second
names.
one, call it as num. Line number 97. Line number 97. Yeah, call it as num. And make the return type as int. Remove the data provider. int, small int. It's a primitive. Yeah, remove the data provider.
I remove it.
Yeah, remove line number. So in line number 98, just say int j equal to 0. Remove line number 9900. Okay. So come down.
So should I update here query?
Remove line number 127 to. Don't update query. Remove line number 127 to whatever you have commented out. We don't need all those browser versions and all here.
Okay.
Yeah, remove it and return j. Yeah, save it. Now on the browser platforms, go to the data provider, actual data provider now. We'll use it.
Yes. What to do here?
Uncomment line number 42. Yeah, 43 also. Let us see what it will print. And instead of hard coding in line number 44, make it as num, j. Change the query now. Select star from test. 56. Star from test. Scroll down. Now remove line number 72 and uncomment the other things. Till 83. Yeah.
I don't need this, right?
That is not required. Remove it.
Yes, I know.
Delete line number 84 to 8. Yeah. Remove that. Okay. Scroll down. Okay. I think now it should work. The problem is you are using a different driver. Otherwise, it would have worked actually. I can see that you are using CJ dot something. Okay, run it.
It's 2 and 0.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 2 and 0 it is printing. So,
From where it is printing 0? Oh, you should change 1 to 2 to j equal to rs dot. We are not assigning it. We are just printing it. No. Change it to 1. I'm saying we are just printing it. We are not assigning it. In next line, just write this. Sorry. Remove that system.out.println and just say j equal to rs dot get int of 1. That's it. Semicolon. Run it again. It will work now with whatever the number of rows.
yeah, number 2 and what is the first one? Oh, we are repeating only one time.
It's working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now even if you increase the number of rows, automatically it will work without changing your code.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Just share that code with others also. Share that code on the Skype for others.
Yeah, I'll share it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
Sonia's laptop, so I was far. I wanted to ask about the interview. When we should schedule it?
Whenever you are you feel you are ready, just ping me. I'll schedule it with one of my colleague. I'll not take your interview, so that we'll see.
Can you do it for Thursday? Yeah. Not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow.
On Friday or
Thursday.
Friday, you are ready?
No.
Are you?
I'm moving, so I want to finish it fast. Yeah.
You can actually give interview anytime. I mean, I just want to make sure that you are prepared. Okay. Otherwise, it won't be helpful, right?
Okay.
So whenever you are really ready, just ping me on Skype at least 2 days before, so that I'll schedule it. Your interview will also be recorded and the video will be sent to you. Okay. So just ping me if you are ready. Okay. No hurries, but you should be prepared before that. Okay. Okay. Hi everyone. Thanks for your time. I'll be sharing this video probably in 2 hours.